Hey gatekeepers, it's your girl Phil. I'm here to recap episode 154 of Beyond the Gates. But first, hit that like button and let's get into it. So we start off with Mona and Laura at Nicole's office. Now we haven't seen Laura in a month of Sundays, okay? But she's back for this episode anyway. Laura and Mona moon over the flowers that were just delivered to the office, wondering who bought them. Nicole arrives and reads the card. It's with love from Ted. Then they wonder if it means she's taking him back. Nope. Now Nicole really don't want to talk about it. And it took about 30 minutes before we realized what happened in the hotel room with them. Laura says that she kind of idolizes them, relationship goals in her mind. And Nicole, of course, is like, don't be idolizing us or anyone else's relationship for that matter. Ever the psychiatrist, right? Laura leaves the room and Nicole tells Mona that she went to see Ted and they almost shared a kiss before the fire alarm came on. And of course, Nicole sees that as a sign that this is over. And Mona's like, well, maybe not. Can you give him a chance? But at this point, Nicole's mind is made up, and actually it been made up. And at this point, she's always throwing up, but he slept with her again. Ugh. Which is really irrelevant because you wasn't trying to get back with Ted anyway. So what difference does it make that he slept with her? But she using that because now all of a sudden everybody is like, give Ted a chance, give Ted a chance. When prior months ago, nobody was saying give Ted a chance. Now everybody is give Ted a chance. Oh, come on. Now meanwhile at Orphe Jean's, Ted is a little hopeful about what had happened or almost happened at the hotel last night with him and Nicole. Because he thinking, ooh, maybe I got a chance because we were getting real close. Eva comes in and she said that she was getting them coffee for work, worried he would be in a mood about the divorce. And then Ted say, I'm fine because hope springs eternal. And it was really sad to see because we already know that she was going to tell him no. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of hard to watch him feel like he had a chance. You know what I'm saying? Any rate, the positivity surprises Eva, especially when he blames himself, not her or Leslie, for the marital discord. Then he says that, yeah, he blames Leslie, but not entirely. Yeah, sometimes he backslides and blames Leslie when she comes on to him because, it's some familiarity or whatever. But any rate, that he was in a drunken stupor that night. Any rate, Ted tells Eva that Nicole turned up at his hotel and they almost kissed when the moment was ruined by the fire alarm. What are the odds, he says. And then Eva starts to think back and remember how excited Leslie was before heading to see Ted at the hotel. She was like, ooh, he got those divorce papers and I'm getting ready to show him some comfort and a shoulder he could cry on. Okay? Then she says to Ted, what are the odds? Before she runs off to do an errand. Meanwhile, at the Dupree mansion, Anita catches Vernon on a call saying he's disappointed and he'll be in touch when he can. So, of course, Anita's like, who was that on the phone? And Vernon says, I canceled some golf plans. Okay? And then she assumes that that's where he's been lately. Well, nothing, golf is just so much fun. I taught the girls that, and you can accomplish a lot on the golf course, and yada, yada, yada. But why you lying, Vernon? Why you be lying? Okay? Something is going on with Mr. Vernon Dupree. Okay? And, it's a soap opera, so it's about time that Vernon and Anita have some drama in their lives, because why not? Everybody else going through the drama, so they got to get theirs too. But I'm wondering what this secret really is. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now, over at the country club, Andre learns Dani was taught golf from Vernon, and that's why she's so good at it. Now, Leslie arrives at the country club with earphones on or headphones as she listens to some tunes. They watch as it's Fairmont's Crest's other home wrecking spot, says Dani. Now, Dani gets angrier by the second, and Andre tries to calm her down. He like, wait a minute now before you start going off, And she's like, well, you know what? My family, at my family's club, and she coming up in here. And Andre say, your family don't own this club. And she was like, yes, we do. As she points to a picture, which I'm assuming was her grandfather. Anyway, just when she wants to get up and confront Leslie, Mama Dupree calls and says, hey, I'm going to need you and your betrothed to head on over to the mansion. We need to talk, and we need to talk now. Dani and Andre arrive at the mansion, and Vernon tells them they need to discuss the state of their continuing marriage. Dani gets defensive and yells that she gets to make her own decisions. Hello, I am grown. What part of that don't y'all get? Well, Mama and Papa Dupree are also known as the judgmentals. Now, they understand that they got married, but what they can't understand is why y'all still want to be married, okay? At the end of the day, they both ask them, are they in love with each other? And no, they're not actually in love with each other, but they love each other. Andre says he loves what they've built together. Vernon isn't sure he wants that for his daughter, but she is a grown woman. Anita wants to know what's going on in Dani's life, and Dani says she's making a go of it. And I'm happy. Isn't that what you want from me, Mama? Hey. And frankly, I just wish everybody would leave Dani and Andre alone. Okay? Dang. Everybody coming out of a bag on them. Please. When Anita asks Dani, does she love Andre? And she says, I love him enough. Okay? He's a friend, a partner, someone to laugh and share a home with. He lifts her up, makes her see what's possible. And Anita finds it curious as to why they're staying together so casually. And Dani say, this is what I want, okay? And I'm overbilled. That's the bottom line. At the end of the day, Vernon and Anita accept it, and they all toast to a long marriage. Back at the country club, Eva walks up to her mama, grabs the earphones, and accuses her of pulling a fire alarm at the hotel. Of course, at first, Leslie denies it, and then at the end, she was like, all right, you got me. But I am going to do anything and everything to keep that man and get him back in my bed. Okay, it's getting to a point where Leslie is running out now. Okay, she is too over the top. She won't back down. I don't know. It's like they need to tone her down. As a matter of fact, when they gonna circle back to the fact that she tried to unalive Laura, not once but twice. So I guess they just done dropped that storyline. Y'all let me know what y'all think on that too. And then finally, Nicole gets a text from Ted and she runs off to see him. When she's gone, Mona and Laura call Ted and Nicole family and hope that Nicole will take him back. Sorry, y'all. Nicole sees Ted. She recognizes the makeup arrangement. He had the best taste in flowers. She hasn't forgotten and never will. Ted said it felt good to have her guard down. She admits she'd have gone to bed with him if the alarm hadn't sounded. She loves him and likely always will, but love isn't enough. She forgives him but can't forget the betrayal. She hopes she can call them friends one day. Girl, bye. The marriage is over. Bye. She hug him and go off. Okay. End the episode. I'm not liking it. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Nicole is being too hard or has been too hard? You know? Any rate, y'all. That's a wrap on episode 154 of Beyond the Gates. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap with a little bit of flair. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.